In your math notebook today, you're going to turn to the table of contents. You're going to write test prep notes, page 52 through, and you're not going to do an ending page for several weeks because I don't know how much space it's going to take you to write the test prep notes, and you're going to copy the test prep notes several times. So after you write that in your table of contents, you're going to turn to page 52 and label it page 52. You also want to put test prep notes at the top. Then you are going to copy down these test prep notes. So obviously you're going to have to pause the video to copy them down. So at the top it's going to say test prep notes, and these are a shorthand reminder of the most important things that we did in math this year. So when we multiply by a power of 10, move the decimal right. When we divide by a power of 10, move the decimal left. Line up the decimals to add or subtract. Do not line up decimals to multiply. Put the same number of decimal places in the product as in the problem. Adding or subtracting mixed numbers. Get mad. Skip this step when it's fractions only. Find a common denominator and a new numerator. Add or subtract numerators only. Convert and simplify. When we multiply mixed numbers, we get mad. Skip this step when it's fractions only. Multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator. Convert and simplify. Area equals length times width. Volume equals length times width times height. Now I was able to get all that in one page. You may or may not be able to, but that's not all of our test prep notes. This was my second page of test prep notes. Again, make sure that you write test prep notes at the top. Converting metrics. Move the decimal the same direction and the same number of times as you move on the chart, and you're going to write the chart. Kilo, hecto, deca, unit, deci, centi, milli, and make sure under unit you put meter, liter, gram. 12 inches equal a foot, 3 feet equals a yard, and 36 inches equals 1 yard. These are the measurements that are left off of your reference sheet in math, so that's why you need to write them down to commit them to memory. Also draw the big G. My big G was kind of small. I should have done it a little bit bigger. The little orange blobs are 8s. So we have a G with 4 Q's, 2 P's in each Q, 2 C's in each P, and an 8 inside each C. And then grouping symbols, exponents, multiply or divide in order from left to right, subtract or add in order from left to right. That's the order of operations. X and Y for graphing, X goes left and right, Y goes up and down. Rewind or pause the video as you need to get all of those notes written down. Once you get them written down today, you need to write them 2 more times in your notebook. You can write them 2 more times today, or you can write them 2 more times on Tuesday, or 1 time on Tuesday, 1 time. It doesn't matter when you write them, but you need to write them 2 more times this week in your notebook. Next week, you're going to copy these 3 times in your notebook. So basically, you're doing it 3 times this week, 3 times next week, and then the 3rd week, you're only going to copy them 1 time, and that's going to be on Monday. All of this is on your calendar, and all of this is to prepare you for your state test coming up in 3 weeks. When you get your scratch paper on your state test, you can actually write these notes down because you'll have them from memory. You can't bring the notes in with you, but you can write them down from your memory and use them. Once you write them down from your memory, you can use them on your test, but you cannot bring them in with you. This will be part of your notebook check. You should have all of these notes a total of 7 times on your next notebook check, which won't be until May 3rd. So rewind the video and pause as needed to get all of your notes copied down.